Yo, it is almost time for this WNBA Expansion Draft. We're going to get into it real quick because our Washington Mystics have some decisions to make. The fans might be happy. The fans might get upset. We might be mad. We really don't know what's going on. But here at the FanWire Podcast with your host, Delano, we're going to give you a projection of what to expect. Do we see big changes? Do we see little changes? But guess what? There's definitely going to be some changes. Be aware, the expansion draft is coming. All right. So, according to ESPN, right, we have a few players that look like they're going to be potentially available in the expansion draft. Just because a player is available, it doesn't mean that they will be going to another team. It doesn't really work that way. But there are a lot of roster spots that need to be filled. And depending on the CBA, there might be even more spots that need to be filled. So currently, a team can roster between 10 to 12 players and be eligible, right, for or be eligible to play, right? So in this expansion draft, you have two teams that are coming online in 2026. So that's the Portland Fire and the Toronto Tempo, right? So that's at least 20 to 24 spots that need to be filled. And there aren't but so many teams in the WNBA. So there's going to be some change-ups. There's going to be some roster shake-ups. But this is a very interesting time because the WNBA and the CBA and the players are in limbo, right? So, and let me add another piece to the pie. You also have the majority of players as free agents at one time. So let's see how this shakes up to see how these rules are going to be tweaked and twerked and maneuvered to make this thing work, right? So they're projecting that each team in the WNBA, including our Washington Mystics, will only be able to secure 5 players for the future, right? The Washington Mystics are in a very interesting position. For some teams, they're in a predicament, but we're in a good position because we decided to go young early based on draft potential, right? So we have our future locked up on contracts, rookie scale contracts, right? And on top of that, each one of these players have the ability, right, to be secure for the future. It don't even have to be put into this expansion draft. So we already know Kiki Irfin, number 1, is not going to be available in this expansion draft, right? You got Sonia Citron is not going to be available at all, right? So that's 2 players off the boards. So while we're getting to the rest of these players, this is what I need you to do. I need you to put in the chat, right, in the comments, who do you think should be gone? Who do you think needs to stay? And who do you think will be a grave mistake if we lose? So let me know what you think. So we've already broken down the top 2 players that we know aren't going anywhere. I mean, nowhere. All right. So again, that's Kiki Irfin and Sonia Citron, our dynamic duo rookies from last year, all rookie team for the WNBA. Their future is secure. We're not letting them go anywhere, right? All right. So now let's talk a little more about what to expect here. All right, so I also expect that Shakira Austin is retained as well. I believe she can be a cornerstone for our future. She is a dynamic, big woman, right? That can get to it and do it and rebound, and she's been killing in USA basketball. So be prepared for Shakira to be retained with, or actually, let me say it like this: be secure and not available in his expansion draft. Let's just say that, right? Now, so that's 3 players for our Washington Mystics that are currently being made not available for this expansion draft, right? So get ready. All right, so yeah. So let's see here. So they're also saying our 3rd rookie will be retained as well. So that's Georgia Amoore. Georgia Amoore had an interesting season in 2025. We had great expectations for her as a rookie out of Kentucky, but it didn't go according to plan because she was injured from the beginning of the season. Like the first or second practice, blew her knee up. She had to go on injury reserve for the entire season, right? So we're still eager to see what she's able to do and able to provide to the team. So, we still want to see. So guess what that means? She's going to be secure going forward because from what I understand, she is definitely on the right road to recovery. So be prepared for Georgia Amoore to come back this season and do her thing. All right? Let's see here. So we also have for our 4th player to be secured. This is according to ESPN, right? But I also believe these players should be secure no matter what, right? Now, no, actually, we went through 4. So we've done Kiki Airfare, we've done Sonia Citron, we've done Shakira Austin, we've done Georgia Amoore, right? These are all valuable pieces to our Washington Mystics. So guess what? We need to do what we need to do to keep them on the team, no matter what, right? They're all healthy right now, so let's keep this train moving and growing. All right. So now, this way it gets a little tricky for me. I'm a fan. I watch my team. I'm in tune to my Washington Mystics. So this is a tricky one for me. So now ESPN is projecting that the Washington Mystics will be retaining the services or the rights of service from J.C. Sheldon. Interesting. J.C. Sheldon was picked up at the trade deadline from the Connecticut Sun. I like her as a guard. She's tough. She can facilitate. She can handle the ball. She has decent size. She can shoot the 3. Play defense. She's tough. We need that type of player. But is it a gamble to put her on our expansion players that cannot be added to the expansion list? I don't know. This is a tough one for me. And the reason being is because like I said, J.C. Sheldon is a good player, and I think she fits great for our team and what we're doing. But the risk is this. Suggs Sutton, our leader at point guard. They're saying not to protect her from this expansion draft. I don't know if I want to take that risk, because Suggs Sutton is definitely going to be a player that's picked up, right? We also have a issue when it comes to Suggs Sutton. Just make sure that she is returning, because she was on a 1-year deal last year. So the way that she played, she's definitely going to be on somebody's roster. Hopefully it's our Washington Mystics, right? Because we need veteran leadership at the point guard position, right? So she's solidified herself in that role. So I think that's a big gamble not to protect Suggs Sutton from this WNBA expansion draft. Again, this WNBA expansion draft is a different monster here. You have at least 20 to 24 spots that need to be filled. And who is not going to want a veteran player to come in that has proven herself to come in and lead their organization, especially at the point guard position? I don't think it's a wise decision, but I really believe that even if we do decide, let's say we decide to keep Suggs Sutton, you know what that means? That means that somebody's going to pick up J.C. Sheldon. One of these players will not be back with the Washington Mystics. One of these players. So, Fire Girl on Roblox 25. Thank you for sending me the blessings. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, again, we're in a predicament. We're like, hey, what do we do? Do we keep our veteran in Suggs Sutton, or do we go with the player that is on a rookie scale contract, right? Do we take that risk and keep her on it as a protected player? We have a little trick bag here. It's like, what do we do? What don't we do? But I can guarantee this: Kiki Irvin is not going anywhere. Sonia Citron is not going anywhere. Let's see, Shakira Austin is not going anywhere, and Georgia Amore isn't going anywhere either. Yeah, these other teams, they can lose a lot of depth on their team, right? Now we have some fan favorites that I believe will be available in this expansion draft. So Stephanie Dawson, Big Mama, we love you. We love what you bring to the squad, but I think that you're going to be available in the expansion draft. Jay Milburn, I call Jay Milburn Little Sonic because she just she out of there. Not necessarily, and I'm not talking about her play as in a bad way. I'm just talking about she is filled with not regular gas or petrol. She is filled with high octane fuel, and she has a lot of speed to her game, and she just be gone. She be out of there. So, but I think that she may be available in this equation. Also, I'll say this. I think that if Jay Milburn would have played more consistently during the 25 season, I think that she would have solidified herself with that 5th spot. But I think due to some inconsistent play, I think that is going to make her available. But she's also a great pickup for another team. She's going to be in this league. I think so. I really believe it. Also, she's definitely by far one of the toughest players, or the toughest player in the entire WNBA. For real. broken faces, broken nose, hands, arms, and she come right back to play. A team needs her on their team. That type of play. Because she sets the expectation for other players. Like, hey, if I can come back out here, get off that training table, get ready to play. So, be prepared for Jay to be on somebody's team. Not sure if it's going to be back with the Mystics, but we'll see. All right. So, other key players, Emily Inkster. Emily Inkster, I really like her dynamic as being a ball player. But she is definitely an energy player. She's going to be on somebody's roster. We just don't know if it will be back with the Washington Mystics. We don't know. Lucy Alston, our other rookie out of Iowa. She really brought it on at the end of the season. I really believe that Lucy Alston was ready. She's ready to take a next step in her career. Shout out to Lucy. We definitely appreciate her taking time to speak with us after the last game against Indiana in Baltimore. It was our expansion game, I guess you can say. But we appreciate her. But we think that she's going to be made available for the expansion draft. And I believe she will be picked up by somebody. Yeah. Even if, she's going to be picked up by, I'm expecting her to probably go to like Portland. I think that'll be a great situation, right? But we'll see what happens. Let's see, who else? Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark is a super vet. She came in and played great minutes, shot three, gave, veteran leadership. I think she's a valuable asset. I think that she may be returning to the team. I don't think that she'll be picked up in the expansion draft, but there is a role for her on this Washington Mystics. I believe that she'll be back as a free agent, but we'll see what happens. All right. Now, a local product to the DMV, Madison Scott. I like her potential. She was another rookie that we picked up. I believe it was a hardship type of deal. So she was able to come back to the DMV, and because she was originally drafted to Dallas, but due to roster issues and how many spots are available, she was not retained for their active roster for the season. But she was able to come back home and get with the Washington Mystics, and she played valuable minutes. You can see once she hammers out a few things with her game, she can be around. She can be around in this WNBA. But we'll see if that equates to being a part of the Washington Mystics. Yeah. So again, the players that we expect to be retained, we got Kiki Irfin, Sonia Citron, Georgia Amore, Shakira Austin, and I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to go against what ESPN is saying. ESPN is saying we're going to keep J.C. Sheldon, and I'm going to say we're going to keep Sugg Sutton. That's what I'm going to say. But business-wise, J.C. Sheldon is the smarter fit. But when it comes to leadership, somebody has been in the building and know how this thing operates and can run, coach, system. You need to bring back Sugg Sutton. We need to bring her back. Work out whatever that deal is. Pay her the money. Let's go. We do have 3 draft picks, so I think that's going to play a factor into what's going to happen going forward, right? Because you think about it. Let's say if we decide to keep J.C. Sheldon, right? That's a player on a rookie deal, and eventually we're going to have to re-sign a whole lot of players at one time, like back to back to back to back to back. So it will behoove us to lock some players in on whatever deals are now, so that when players it's time to re-up players, we don't run into an issue. Because at that point, somebody might not get paid, and somebody might have to walk. So we might as well figure it out now. Let's with our new GM, Jamila Wyman. She has proven herself to be a go-to guru when it comes to this free agent salary cap and all this good stuff, right? So be prepared for Jamila Wyman to do some good things, right? So that's what we think. We'll see what happens. We got a few more days, few more weeks to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, this your host Delano on the FanWire Podcast, your trusted voice for Washington Mystics content. And guess what? We'll be back at you at another time. Go.